long time no see. Just kidding.
I know.
We just did part 1 about meditation and the science behind it with Erik and Emmanuel. So right now we're going to get down to the nitty gritty, the part you guys have been waiting for, how to do it. How? What? Give us a step by step, and give us information like, is it better as a beginner to start out with guided meditation? I mean, what? Give me the lowdown.
Okay, let me give you some tips on. First of all, like I said, it's about practice, practice, practice. He says, I can't state it enough. Okay, practice, 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 and perseverance. Okay, you have to hang in there until you get to a point where it goes. Close my eyes and poof, see you later, alligator. You have to get to that point. Okay. Now, how can you make it easy for yourself? He says, well, first of all, start with guided meditation, just like you said, Mom. Why? It'll give you a steady schedule on when to do it. It'll kind of force you like, okay, I'm signed up for that class, so I gotta go, right? No excuses. I'm too tired. I can't do it right now. I got no time. It'll give you a steady time to do it in your routine. It needs to become part of your routine, right? It needs to become just like brushing your teeth. We never forget to brush your teeth. We never forget to take a shower. Same with meditation. Put it in a part of your day where most of the time, 90% of the time, you have time then, right?
Okay.
Make it part of your routine. It will help you to hang in there. It will help you to continue it, because a lot of people are full of courage. They start it. They're like, we're going to do this. A month later, they're like, I don't have any time. I feel frustrated. I don't want to do it anymore. Blah, blah, blah. All these excuses. So make it part of your routine. Step 1. Step 2, do the guided meditation. You not only will... They will help you go step by step by step towards that point of rest, towards that peaceful point. Okay, so they will not only help you with their voice. There will also be music that you can focus on, and you get the influence of the energy of the people that are around you.
Well, what about if for those of us who can't go to a class or can't afford it, or it's just,
One word.
We do
YouTube?
Yeah, YouTube or iTunes. They're guided. Anybody that you recommend? Or are they all pretty good?
He says there's so many good ones, and you know what, Mom? Everybody's different. To one person, this might be it. This might be the best thing he's ever heard. To another person, it's going to be like, this is shit.
Okay.
Find one. Try different ones. Find one that works for you. They are free. They are online. You can put it in your ears before you go to bed. You can do it whenever you want,
Okay.
Just try and find the right one.
Okay.
So we were talking about put it in your routine. Start with guided meditation. Okay. Step 3, you gotta make it easy on yourself. Look at what kind of a person you are. Are you a morning person or are you an evening person? If you're a morning person, maybe get up a little bit earlier and do it before you go to work, okay? If you're a morning person and you want to do it in the evening, you're going to be so grumpy and tired and exhausted. It's just not going to work. So make it easy on you. Look at what kind of person you are. Look at what you feel most comfortable with. And then use that, okay? Use that time. Okay. Now, he says, here comes the most important bit. We do not have to be quiet, okay? I'm gonna make it easy for you, Mom. You should recognize this. When you meditate, you are the doctor and the patient at the same time. What do I mean by that? Okay. Meditation is about observing. It's about looking at your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, and what your body is telling you, your physical body, right? From a third person's perspective. So you have to look at it in an objective way, right? Let's say your back's hurting, right? Okay, your thought is coming by. It says like a cloud in front of you, and you're saying, ooh, my back hurts. Okay, duly noted. and
So
you
you
let
don't
it pass
interact
by.
with it. You don't sit there and say, I wonder why it hurts, and should I go to the doctor, and blah, blah. Okay.
Exactly. That's the trick. Don't get involved in what you feel. Don't get involved in what you see. It's about objective looking at yourself.
Okay.
Okay. So if you get that jingle in your mind, just go, okay, I see a jingle. Bye. Try to get rid of it. Don't get into it. Don't start singing in your mind.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Just tell yourself, oh, there's that jingle again. I better move it along before I start singing along. So it's about objective looking at yourself. What will that do? It will not only calm the mind, right? And when the mind calms down, he says, you create room, you create space in here. But think about it this way. We're always very good at giving other people advice, right? We know it all. We're like, oh yeah, you got to do this, and then it'll be good. But when it comes to ourselves, we're so emotionally involved, we start doubting ourselves. Well, should I do this or this? Oh, I don't know. And then comes the fear, then comes the panic, right? And then you don't know what to do anymore because we're not following our gut instinct.
Oh, yeah.
If you can look at your own problem from a distance, like you're looking at your friend's problem, you'd be very fast to say, oh, she should do this.
Yeah, and it's about not letting your brain get in the way, and
Exactly.
just listening in, tapping into what you're feeling and what your intuitive thoughts are.
It's about looking at what is, not what we make about it.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
What is?
That's,
it's like being in the now. I guess
yeah.
meditation has a lot to do with being in the now, huh?
Being in the here and the now. It's about observing what is going on through your mind, what is going on through your heart, and what is going on in your body at this point. And by doing that, you can find answers to questions that you've been struggling with forever.
All right,
and that'll give you peace of mind, of course.
Yeah. So not being in the now, of course, we're either like thinking about something that happened in the past that maybe was terrible, or we're thinking about something we're worried about in the future. When those thoughts creep in, how do we handle those and pull ourselves back into the now?
It's about refocusing, okay? Let's say, like you said, you have a thought, and man, you're going into it, and you're catching yourself going into the story, and you're like, crap, I'm going into the damn thing, right? What do? Take your focus away from it and focus it on something else. For instance, you can say, okay, I'm breathing in, I'm breathing out. And you do that 20, 30 times until you're not thinking of that thought anymore. Okay. Or you can focus on the music that you've put on. You might have put some meditation music on and say, no, I'm just going to listen to the music now. Or if you're in a guided group meditation, refocus on the voice of the person who's talking, right? It's about taking your focus away from it. A lot of people, they get into that cycle of going into their thoughts, and then they're like, oh, this ain't working, and they quit.
Yeah.
Don't quit. Don't quit, okay? Refocus. It's going to be hard. You're going to have ups and downs, people. It's not going to go in a straight line, okay? You're going to have good days, and you're like, wow, this really worked. And the next day, it's going to be like, okay?
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be like that. So.
What about for us, those of us who are real visual? Can we visualize things like breathing out the thoughts of the past, or, just visually, pretending like a thought is like a monkey and you're looking at it and saying, oh, okay, well, that's that, and put it back. And
yes, very good, Mom. Very good. If you're very visual, visualize everything. You can even visualize your stress, your worries going out of your system. What you do is you visualize a light, a really bright light coming in. That's your healing energy. What you blow out is all the negativity. Blow out that black smoke or red color or whatever it is. Visualize it. Because don't forget, whatever you create with the mind can become reality.
That's right.
So if you really want to blow out that stress and blow out those worries and I don't know what, or your past, if you want to deal with your past and say, you know what, I've had it, I don't want to think about it anymore, I want to accept it, visualize it in your meditation. Meditation is not only to calm your mind, it's not only to heal your body, it's also to make peace with the past, to be okay that, hey, the future, you know what? I don't know what's going to happen. Okay, I'm a little worried, but you know what? Well, let's not focus on it because I don't know what's going to happen. It's about really making contact with your higher self, making contact with that spiritual being that's inside of you. That's what meditation is. And it can help people in so many different ways. It can help with depression. It can help with people who are just stressful. They have a stressful job and it makes them feel better. There are so many benefits on it. You won't have that full mind constantly anymore. Yeah, there'll still be monkeys in there chit-chatting to each other, having a cup of coffee, right? Lots of coffee, Mom. Lots of coffee.
I know. All right, so pain. You talked about pain. You're thinking, I've got back pain. Is there any way during meditation that you can visualize the pain leaving your body, and will that help pain go away?
Yes, he's saying breathe out to pain, okay? When you're breathing in, tell yourself, I'm breathing in healing energy. And when you breathe out, imagine that pain being blown out. Okay? Keep that up. Do that a couple of times. I can promise you, guaranteed, you will already feel a reduction of pain.
Wow. That would be so confirming to have that.
Well, my story, this is just for me. I have arthritis over my whole body due to my previous job. And I'm only 35 years old, so figure that one out. And I remember being in a lot of pain. And as long as I meditate, I have no pain. I don't take any painkillers. But like when the kids are home and it gets a little hectic and I don't get time, or I don't get that quiet time for me, after a week I am in full-blown pain again, and I have to really rigorously meditate to get rid of that pain. So I am living proof that it can take away pain completely.
Oh, that's so awesome. Now, is there anything that we need to do as far as our lifestyle is concerned to get the most out of meditation? Like, do we have to stop coffee, stop drinking wine in the evening, have to modify our diet, anything in our lifestyle, that exercise on a regular basis? Please don't say that's one of them. But I'm going to get into kickboxing. I had my first kickboxing class on Thursday. I had to call and say,
how cool.
Hello, I'm 61, so this is probably not for me, huh? So no, we have lots of old people like you. So we'll see what happens.
Old? Who are you calling old?
We'll see what happens.
Hey, he's saying, hey, Mom, I think you guys, you're going to do great at that. You are.
It's going to be fun.
He's saying it gets some of that frustration out, some of that energy out. It's all good.
Break a hip or something. Well, okay, after exercise, should you wait before meditation, you wait a little while after you've exercised, or do it before you exercise, or any relationship?
He says, you just listen to yourself. Listen to what your body is telling you. Listen to what the best time is for you. Yes, okay, a good diet, a healthy diet, and exercising. It's good. It's good for your body. It's gonna help a little, but it's not really necessary for meditation. Anybody can do this. It's also, it's even great for kids with autism, okay? They get out of that hecticness in their head.
Yeah.
It's been proven meditation works for autistic kids. It gets them calmer. They get less panic attacks, anger attacks. So you can be cling to your bed and overweight and you can't get out. Even then, meditation will help. It'll get you back into loving yourself. It'll get you back into knowing what is going on in your body, and it might actually get you to do some action about yourself, to get involved back into your life. So if you're depressed, even if you're happy, it doesn't matter what state you're in, how healthy you are. Meditation can be done by anybody at any age, in any physical condition. It does not matter.
I really think, and I've thought this for a long time, even though I don't meditate, that schools, it ought to be a required course in school from kindergarten on, even if it's not for very long, but teaching kids how to meditate. Instead of having their little nap time, have meditation time. And I don't know.
He's saying they're
much more
already
valuable.
He's talking about that in America. There's already some schools who are doing it. Before the class starts, They do 15-minute meditation, and it's starting to spread over the world, he says. In some countries, they're actually starting it from little when the kids are really small, which is it. I mean, it's like an essential to get through your life in one piece. Seriously, this is something that needs to be taught from child. That way, they get a good start, and they'll know how to deal with stress. They'll know how to deal with problems in their life. They can
Such a
go
great
back
tool.
and look at. Yeah, it is.
Great tool for your tool bag of life.
I mean, they're starting, Mom. I mean, all the big companies, all the big bosses, Walmart, everybody, the big shots, they all meditate. Why?
Wow.
Because it's proven that when you meditate, you can focus better on your job. You have more focus because all the monkeys in the mind are a little bit quieter, or some of them have even left, because after doing meditation for a long time, a lot of problems will get fixed and you won't have such a clouded mind anymore. You'll be able to take clear decisions. You'll be more productive at your job, and businesses know that. Everywhere in the world, really big companies are starting to give meditation to their employees because they can see it makes them better workers. Or like Mom, the U.S. Army.
Really?
Right? They use it for PTSD right now.
Oh, good.
So he's saying Canada. In Canada, the police force, before they start their shift, they have to meditate. They have meditation classes. It's starting. It's spreading, Mom. That's why this was so important. I wanted to get this out. People, this is not something that's a rage, okay? It's not something that's going to blow by. It's been around for over 5,000 years, okay? Wow. So it's been around for a while. And it's only going to grow because, it's starting to spread. They're starting to see the benefits. Some doctors are even prescriptioning it to people. They're starting to believe in its power. The ones who are not all greedy about money, they're starting to see that, hey, this stuff really works. It does. So there you go.
Oh, that's so exciting. Now, how long should you meditate at a time? Do you start out with less time, or go in for the whole hour right from day one, or what?
He's saying, no, Mom, take it slow, take it easy, okay? You have to kind of roll into it. He says what's most important is that you do it every day. It's not, if you do it like 1 hour a week and then you don't do the rest of the week, that's not good. It's important to do like 10, 15 minutes a day. Anybody has 10, 15 minutes a day, okay?
And you increase that time? You increase it little by little?
You'll see. You don't have to say, okay, and tomorrow I'm doing 20, and tomorrow and the next day I'm doing 25. Your body, all of a sudden you'll wake up and you'll be like, what, a half hour passed? Wow. You won't notice the difference. It'll feel like 5 minutes. And I mean, when I meditate in the morning for 2 hours straight, and it feels like 10 minutes to me. Wow. So your body will automatically lengthen it by itself. So just start with 10 minutes every day, and then maybe once a week you do a guided meditation for an hour or so, just to go a little bit deeper, or try and get a little bit deeper. But the most important thing is persistence. You gotta consistency. That's what he said. Okay. Consistency. So every day a little bit. Okay. And you will see your body will get used to it, your mind will get used to it, and you'll be in there longer. You'll feel it, he says.
I can't wait, because I really want to be able to channel you better, Erik, and maybe this will help.
I'll be sitting there next to you. Calm down, Mom.
Good, you got to help me. I need all the help I can get. Anything else you want to talk about as far as techniques for meditation?
He's just saying, everybody's different. Find what works for you. You want to have meditation music with binaural beats, or you want to have meditation music that just makes you feel like you're in love, or whatever it is. Find your way. Don't compare yourself to others. Everybody has his own pace, and just figure it out.
Are there like on iTunes or YouTube, are there guided meditation tapes that include binaural beats?
Yes.
Really? Okay.
Mm-hmm. And there's different ones too. You can look at. You have a guided meditation for, let's say, be grounded, or you have a guided meditation for releasing past stress or or past lives that you think past life might be affecting you, or whatever it is. There are so many out there. See what fits for you, or empowering ones where if you have low self-esteem, they will pick up that self-esteem. They will help you feel better about yourself. There are so many different ones.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool. And are there ones for healing, like guided
Yep.
meditation for back pain or
Yep.
migraines or
Yep. You have,
or addiction control, like the anti-smoking, smoking cessation and stuff like that?
yeah, there's even, believe it or not, there's guided meditations out there for, let's say, people who get nervous if they need to give a
Oh
presentation
yeah, yeah.
or things like that, whatever you think about it, it's out there. So just see what you think is what you need the most, and then see if you can find one. Or talking to your angels, making contact. There are great guided meditations to try and contact us. So go for it.
Okay.
Whatever the mind wants, you go for it.
What about for pregnant women? Are there ways that will help the baby and the mother? Maybe the baby and the mother communicate. Maybe just help the baby adjust to his or her new incarnation. Any tapes like that?
Yep, definitely. He says just put in pregnancy meditation. There'll be guided meditations on there on how to connect with your baby. So you can already have a spiritual connection, how to visualize the baby, also for birthing. So when you give birth, that you can already visualize it, everything going perfect and great and well. And it can even help pregnant women when they give birth with the pain, keeping the pain under control.
Okay.
So
that's awesome. Give me
yeah.
an epidural anytime, though, girl. I'm gonna sit
Yeah.
there between contractions and play poker with somebody.
Me too.
Really.
I had to.
All right. Well, is there anything else, Eric, before we close shop?
He's saying, guys, you can all do this. I have faith in you. If we can all do this as a whole, I mean, it would be amazing. You would see things change in people's mentality. You would see things change in war getting less cruelty to animals, to children, to people, to whatever. I mean, the energetic vibration of our race would skyrocket if everybody would meditate.
And suggest it to your kids' schools. Suggest it if you're near a prison. Suggest it to for prisoners. I'm sure that would help.
Oh, they do that, Mom. They already do some of that. Yeah.
All right.
It's starting. It's starting.
Sounds good. Well, thank you so much, Emmanuel and Eric, and I love you guys.
You're saying I love you too, and I love everybody out there, and I'll be checking up on you. We'll see if you're doing it.
Uh-oh. Now, I will have information on the YouTube that follows, but of course, I always post it in text on the blog first, give you a little chance to forget about it, and then I'll post the YouTube. So, talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.